the first thing I want to recognize is the amount of views. This is at 46 million views in 15 hours. And as far as the record for views, the original GTA 6 trailer amassed 93 million views in the first 24 hours. 93 million views in 24 hours. They are about just past half that. And they only have 9 hours to go. So it looks like trailer 2 is going to get less views in the first 24 hours than the original trailer did, which is honestly surprising. The direction that everything's going, you think more people would be interested in this with everything that happened, but maybe the delay caused people to not be as interested right now, or whatever the reason. Modifier says it's number 1 trending too. Think about that. Number 1 trending. And that is a hell of a ratio for sure. 4.4 million thumbs up, which one of those is mine, by the way, because I genuinely like this trailer a lot, to 58,000 dislikes. That is one hell of a ratio. That is crazy. That is crazy. Now, first thing I want to recognize with this trailer is the shift in overall aesthetics, I guess you could say, with the first one having more of like a pink, purple shading, the bisexual lighting everywhere, where it was trying to give the vibe off of, first I took it was like, oh, maybe they're going for like a Vice City style with this in Miami type thing. But I couldn't help but think, like, after all the other information that was coming out, it's like, nope, this game is trying to cater to the wokies right now. And this is like a whistle, a dog whistle to them. Like, oh no, it's fine, guys. You can play this game too. And I had my eyebrow raised on that initially. But then after this trailer, it is totally redeemed itself. So we're going to watch this and we'll react to it here without any audio, because God only knows the audio with YouTube. I'm going to be pausing a lot too. Just first off, I know there's no gameplay shown here, at least as far as I can tell. So take everything I'm going to say with a grain of salt here, because we don't know the actual in-game. But if this is pre-rendered or whatever video and not like the in-game, it looks fantastic. It looks absolutely fantastic. Like, this is, it might be crazy to say, but this is up there with some of the best graphics I've ever seen in gaming. And oh, turn on captions. Good call. There we go. Good call. But the graphics in this game are insane. Insane. And I've been doing a lot of research, reading up on this today. And developers themselves that are outside of Rockstar were saying, like, they were impressed with the ability of how they got like the veins and stuff and the hair on their arms, like, to move perfectly, like with the reflections, and to get the sweat and the humidity perfect. It's like insane. It's insane. And the what's that, a Ford or a GMC? I know Hypnotic was talking about this on his stream too. The cars are incredible. Like, the cars look almost one for one with the real life cars, which again, Hypnotic was talking about in his stream. But I was like, yeah, that is curious how these car companies don't want to pay to get into the game. You would think at this point they'd be like, please, it's gotten so popular. This is a cultural phenomenon that car companies would be climbing over themselves. Like, back in the day, they'd be like, no, we don't want to be in your game because we don't want to see damage on our car, because it makes our brand look bad if the car gets damaged. But at this point, it's free advertising, and this is going to be most likely one of, if not the highest selling games in the history of gaming. And you know that before the game even goes for sale. So you'd think you'd be like, oh, the most sure thing ever for an advertisement. We'll put our car in this. People can drive as our car in it. But no, still generic. And it makes me wonder if Rockstar made the executive decision being like, no, we don't want all these car companies. We want to be able to have the flexibility to make whatever we want in our game. And we don't want to start mixing that with our cars that we have. So I wonder. I wonder. Hypernaut says Rockstar doesn't want to pay the license. No, I get that. I'm saying that it should be the other way around. Like the car companies should be paying Rockstar to get their car into the game. But I guess we haven't gotten to that point as a society yet. Like, look at this guy. Not to be super no diddy here, but the veins on his arms are insane. And the reflections in the window, each window pane has a different angle. Some of them are bent differently. Like, holy crap, the level of detail is insane here. Perfect clarity, reading the highway signs, airplane in the background with birds flying. It's a lot of stuff to dissect. I mean, look, just the truck in the lane over there has a jet ski. Like, can you steal that car, drive it into the water, and then use the jet ski? Because that would be awesome. And I will say they did place a lot of focus on a jacked dude with his shirt off at the beginning of this trailer to show off their ability with the graphics. But damn, you gotta wonder who they're appealing to with this. And again, with the netting or the whatever you call it, the wire mesh here, it's incredible. And I know if you guys didn't notice, this game is first coming out on PlayStation. She looks great, by the way. I know people are knocking about her shoulders and knocking her for that. I'm like, I guess, but she looks good. Just saying. I'm very thankful that a main protagonist in a big game actually looks like a female. That is refreshing. But yeah, this starts out on PlayStation and Xbox first, and then ends up. Damn, you see the jiggle physics? Check the jiggle physics when she rolls on top. Hold on. That's amazing. Like, you see this and you're just like, damn. Knockoff Modelo's. Look at the sunset. That is incredible. That is crazy. That is crazy. Paulie Small says, dude, it's a video, not gameplay. I am hopeful that this is like the in-game video where it's like it cuts from the actual gameplay to this, where it's not like a cutscene of a video, where it's actually just like the camera moves to what it actually looks like, and maybe it's like a little bit more rendered. But if the game itself looks half as good as what this looks while you're playing it, it's going to be insane. GTA doesn't do pre-rendered cutscenes, says Stash My Ash. So that being the case, damn. And plus, like I said, PS5 and Xbox first. I wonder if this is on PS5 Pro for this footage here, or if this is from the most high-powered rig you could possibly create to make it look as great as possible for the trailer too. And I would imagine that's probably what it's from. The level of detail is insane. That walk and the spin. There's a little bit of pink lighting at some points of this, but overall, it's got a more earth tone to it. I mean, look at this, guys. Damn. Attractive women after attractive women over and over again. And the only girl boss stuff that I see from this is the hot Latino girl that I can buy that. I can buy a hot Latina girl being girl boss, like bitch mode type person. I could definitely see that in real life. Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of people are saying, this is like another take on Bonnie and Clyde. And I noticed, by the way, I heard Hypno call this out first, so shout out again to Hypno. But I was going to mention it in my stream tonight. He's like, I haven't heard anyone say anything about the hats here. And I'm like, bro, that was one of my points, but whatever. The girls at the gun shop with the bikinis, they're wearing the hats that could be mistaken for MAGA hats. And they're wearing bikinis, they're smoking hot. It's something where they're like taking a direct shot at the wokies with this, being like, nope, this is not a woke game. Here's proof. You got to pick up on both sides of it here. The storyline looks awesome from what we know so far. The game looks incredible. I think they absolutely know that this game is going to just instantly be what every single person's playing for potential like years to come. Oh, it says captured on PS5 at the bottom. I missed that last time. So it doesn't say captured on PS5 Pro, which is shocking. I wonder if they have to say that. But B-Man says, Smash, did they delay it to remove woke? I am a firm believer that yes, but that's not the only reason. I think that it was a combination of, we could have it come out later this year. We could start it at be the first game that's the $80 price point when Microsoft starts doing that. Or we could kick this down the road to next year, remove some probably questionable action scenes that we'll say might replicate like a January 6th type thing, or make it look a little bit woke, and just remove any kind of political messaging in it. And oh, by the way, a side bonus is by kicking it down the road, now we can charge $120 for it. So we can actually charge more money for the game and remove the stuff that would get it canceled by the vast majority of gamers that are playing it. So it's like a two birds with one stone type thing, potentially. That's my guess at this juncture. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, to be fair. But that would be my guess if I had to. But yeah, that's the trailer. And I'm telling you guys, it looks so good. It looks so good. Like watching the trailer made me incredibly hyped. And I'm like, damn, this is coming from a guy that was just like, no, this game's going to be woke. I can wait for it and probably get it on a sale, maybe down the road or whatever. And I watched this trailer. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'll get this day one. I was frustrated that it's not coming out on PC day one with PS5 and Xbox. But I think that is part of the double dip strategy, because it's all about the money. Remember, allegedly, this game has cost Take-Two, Rockstar, upwards of $2 billion with a B. So they want to make as much money as possible on this game. So when they go to sell it and it goes for sale for potentially upwards of $120 or $130 for the vanilla copy of it, which I know sounds crazy to say out loud right now, but wait a year and tell me if it sounds crazy then. Going to buy the copy of it for $130, bringing it home, playing it, and then 4 months, 5 months down the road, it goes for sale on PC Steam. You stopped playing it and you want to pick it up again. You're a PC gamer. And you're like, yeah, I might as well get it on PC. Oh, there's another $130. They just made $260 off you. I know people are like, there's no way I'd do that. I'm like, all right. People do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People do. What frustrates me is I definitely want to be streaming this game. Like, I definitely, day one, I will be streaming this. I promise you, short of a tragic life event or something like that. I will be streaming this day one. Now I need to like drag my PS5 into the shack, set it all up here, get my Elgato connected to it, and play on my PS5 in here. And I'm like, just make it on PC. It's so much easier. Like, I like my PS5 where it is, but it is where it is. It is what it is, I should say. But yeah, May 26th, 2026, guys. And I'm hyped for it.